First off, an apology. Deacon Pete Letourneau was scheduled to do the homily for today. So if you like the homily, I'm Deacon Paul. If you don't like the homily, then I'm Deacon Pete. But in all sincerity, he'll be back at 6 o'clock tonight. We did a switch because my daughter was going to be one of the singers today in the Believers group here that is singing. And I wanted to be present here for that. I wanted to just pause and let's recognize their singing today. Okay, so my audio is going to focus on the gospel reading, and it's going to do that. We're going to be talking about poker. Talking about poker. Why are we talking about poker? Well, for those of you that aren't familiar about poker, it's a family of card games that involves skill, strategy, maybe a little bit of chance, and betting, typically with chips. The winner of poker is determined by a combination of cards in a hand, and those hands remain at least partially concealed until the end of the hand. Well, the reason why I want to talk about poker is because I want to talk about a particular move in poker, or a bet in poker. It's referred to as all in. All in is a move in poker where the player puts all their chips in the pot. They don't have any other moves to make because all their chips are in the pot. They're fully committed to that hand. It's sink or swim. It's win or lose. And they often watch poker on TV. The person going all in often does so in dramatic fashion, pushing all their chips in the pot. Today's gospel reading appears undramatic at first sense, but it is nothing of the sort. Jesus is going all in dramatic fashion with his words, "Today, this scripture passage is fulfilled at your hearing." He's not holding anything back. He's putting all his chips in the pot. He's fully committed to his mission, to who he is. So how do these words mean so much? Well, going back to our reading from Isaiah, it's a proclamation. It's a proclamation where Isaiah speaks and where Yahweh speaks. And Jesus, by using these words, is making the proclamation now. He's taking ownership of those words because they're his. And he's making good on that promise. He is the anointed one of Yahweh. He is the Messiah. So, how did the Jews in Nazareth react? We don't fully find out because our gospel reading is cut at Luke 14:22. But I can tell you this: Jesus was not the Messiah that the Jews were expecting. Because in a few more passages, they end up running him out of town and attempting to kill him. They were looking for a priestly, a powerful, princely Messiah that would drive the Romans out, that would free the Jews from their occupied force, that would bring worldly advantage to Israel. Jesus, in his lowliness, offended them. He was the son of Mary and Joseph, the son of a carpenter. He was not the Messiah they were looking for. So as we see in their reaction, it was the Jews' perception, their filter in which they reacted to Jesus. And the same is true for us. Our views and expectations of God influence our following him. Repeat that for me, if you will. Let's break it into two parts. Our views and expectations of God.
Our views and expectations of God
influence our following him.
Influence our following.
Let's pause a moment, just let that sink in. Two things. God is the same, and God is God. God is the same yesterday, today, and in the future. He has no beginning. He has no end. As a result, it's us and our actions, our views and expectations that influence our relationship with God. Father Shavitz, in our parish mission, just a few days ago, said that if you don't feel close to God, well, God hasn't moved. It's us that have moved. All the way back from the garden where we've had given free will to choose. We've come up with expectations for God, what He should be doing for us, what our situation should be like, and that influences how we follow God. Second point was God is God. God is in control. He knows what's best for us. And in His own words, going back to Isaiah, He will bring glad tidings to the poor, liberty to the captives, sight to the blind, freedom to the oppressed, and a year acceptable to the Lord. Acceptable to the Lord, but not always acceptable to us. This is why Jesus used His mission in Nazareth for us. He knew how the Jews were going to respond to these words. And He uses their response in contrast to what He expects from us. Just as Jesus is going all in, He expects us to go all in with Him. We're not to hold back our faith, hope, and love to God. We're to give Him that fully. God, in particular, wants us to be all in with Him. This is why the world has such opposing views of Jesus. He existed. He didn't exist. He's fully God and fully man. He was just a man. He's risen from the dead. He's ascended into heaven, seated at the right hand of the Father. His body was stolen. Jesus commands this type of all-in or all-out response from us. He doesn't want us in the middle. Matthew Kelly, a renowned Catholic author, speaker, and evangelist, once said at a religious retreat I attended that if you lived out one gospel passage to the fullest, your life would be changed forever. I believe that this is one of those gospel passages. And that if you really believe the words, today the scripture passage is fulfilled in your hearing, if we really believe that in the deep recesses of our heart, in our soul, we would know that Jesus is Lord, capital L-O-R-D, in our lives. And He is in complete control, deserving of our faith. So let us refocus our faith on these words from this gospel passage today, knowing that our views and expectations of God influence our following Him, knowing that God is the same. It's us that change, and that God is God. He's in control. He might respond in ways that we don't understand or that we fully don't really appreciate at the moment. So let us answer God's all in with our own all in. Because Jesus' all in is the ultimate all in. And there's no safer move for us to do